Hey everybody, Jennifer McCulloch with eXp Realty. I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm gonna try and make this quick. I'm getting ready to stream a basketball game that, for those of you who might not know this, my husband is the basketball coach for Hillcrest High School. And anyway, they have an out of town game and I'm excited to watch and support them and see how they do. So I've got three things I want to talk about. One, our market update, just a quick market update for Bonneville County. Two, an economic forecast that I sat in on today for next year. And then it's holiday time, so I kind of wanted to share a couple things about that. In Bonneville County right now, our inventory is about 3 months worth, so it's not bad. We'd like to see a little bit more inventory, but that's still pretty good. We still have a lot of new construction that's happening, and that's a good sign because from what I learned today, nationally speaking, that's not the case everywhere. So we're very fortunate that we still have that opportunity for new home growth. And our average time on the market is about 72 days. Now, keep in mind, this is across the board, all price points. I didn't break that down to specifics, but I can. So if you want more information on a specific price point or location, just let me know. I'm happy to get that for you. So this is from 0 to umpteen million, if we have umpteen million in our area. And the average time, like I said, was 72 days. However, homes that have sold in the last 2 months, the average time was only 45 days. So again, some of that has to do with the price point, and probably, a little bit to do with location. And of course, there's always the motivation factor, right? Like you have those folks who they got to get out of here, they've got to move on, and they're going to price, they're in a position where they just got to price the home to sell in a quick amount of time. So there's a lot of variables that go into that. Let's see. Our medium price point is 440. So there's a lot happening in our economy right now. And moving forward, we don't expect interest rates to drop really low. We're going to probably see for most of 2025 them hover between 6 and 6.5%. And I know we don't always love to hear that. We wish they were down back to the 3s and 4s. However, that being said, this panel I watched today was made up of a variety of different economists in all different areas of the nation. And they all agreed that as much as we would love those 5% interest rates, what that would do is create another frenzy, and then our prices are going to go back up. And we're finally at a point right now where our prices have really stabilized. So we're not really seeing an increase, and we're not really going to see a decrease. In case you didn't know, I don't know why you would know this, but 2024 was one of the lowest years for real estate sales since before 2008. I thought that was really interesting. I think it's one of those things relatively speaking, because a lot of people are used to the 2020 and 2021 and things were just crazy, and it's definitely slowed down. But I do feel bad for people trying to get started in the industry and stuff, because I'm sure it is a little bit of a slower time. However, the projection is 2025, we're going to see an increase in sales. So if you've been trying to get your home sold, hang in there. Things are coming. If you've been trying to find a home to buy, hang in there. I think we're going to see a little more inventory come on the market as well. Some of the hot spots, the top 10, that were in the top 10 were Phoenix, Mesa area, Boston, and Indianapolis. And I don't know why I didn't write any of the other ones down, but those were my top 3. And Arizona makes sense because we have a lot of people who live here in Bonneville County and then also in Arizona. And so I guess be prepared if you're looking over that way that things are going to maybe be moving. It's going to be a definite hot spot in 2025. So a couple things that we're working on industry-wide. The Realtor Association is trying to help homeownership with the capital gains taxes. So you guys, those have been the same since, I don't even know. I think for over 30 years, they haven't changed. And our home values have changed. So it seems like at this point, that should also change. So if you aren't aware, if you are single and you sell a property, you get up to $250,000 before capital gains are owed. And then if you're a married couple, it's $500,000. But with this increase in sales and our prices and stuff, I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. It's time to reevaluate and have that change. So that's one of the things they're going to be working on in 25, along with trying to create some incentives for investors. So if they sell to an owner-occupied homeowner, there's some kind of like tax break or incentive for them so that we can try to increase the inventory that way. Because you guys, the reality is, I think it's like over 80% of the nation has an interest rate of, under 3.5%. So, they don't want to sell unless they need to sell. So anyway, there's a few things like that going on. Happy to talk more about it. So if there's something specific in your world you're wanting to know a little deeper dive on, please reach out to me. I'm happy to share with you. And then lastly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the holidays. So first of all, happy, merry, whatever it is that you celebrate. Maybe you don't celebrate anything, and that's okay too. But this is definitely a season of giving and holiday spirit, and sometimes that's really hard. I want to share this with you because it's easy to look from the outside in and think, oh, that person's always, joyful and positive, and that's not the case. Like for me, the holidays are really a challenging time. You could ask my family. I mean, I've probably the majority of my life been a little more on the Grinchy side. So I have to do some very specific things to enjoy the holidays. And, they're so stressful, and we put so much pressure on ourselves and on each other. And I just want to not have you feel alone if you're somebody who feels that way. And know that, there's things you can do to get through it. For me, every day I have to get up and kind of do my walk of gratitude, if you will. So I just write down or I think about all of the things in my life I have to be grateful for, my friends and family and people that are important to me, where I live, what I do, my health, and the list goes on. I mean, those are just, the easy basics, but I really do a deep dive into gratitude. I take vitamin D, all the time. I do have a Christmas tree up and I do have Christmas lights on my house, but as anyone would tell you that has been here, I'm very simple. I don't go overboard. There's not a lot. And some of that is because it's enough to give me, I really love sitting at night with all the lights down low and you have this beautiful lit tree and there's just an energy about it that's really calming and beautiful. And so I find the joy in those little things. And I think if you are somebody who just loves the holidays and has so much cheer and spirit about you, first of all, I'm grateful for you because we need you. And also, of course, please share that with others and your kindness and your love. But also remember to give each other grace. Not all of us, we do tend to put a lot of pressure on each other and on ourselves. And so I think just remembering that it is a little bit of a challenge for some people, and to just honor where they're at and to show kindness to one another. And like I said, grace to each other and grace to ourselves. That's the one thing I've really been working on, is just trying to relieve myself of the pressure and expectation and just, do the best that I can. I really try to think of others with my gift giving and the things that I do and I have time for, and the things that I don't have time for, to know that it's okay. It's okay to set, to remove those expectations for myself. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I know this is a challenging time and you're not alone, but also you can find joy in the little things. And there is a lot of magic around us when we choose to watch for it and pay attention to just the little mini, miracles and kindness and the acts of kindness that people show each other. When I focus on those things, it's a really beautiful thing, and then I enjoy it a lot. So, plus this is a time for kind of a reset, a slowdown, and kind of get prepared, enjoy the last couple of weeks of 2024. And then you guys, my wish for you is that you have an exceptional 2025 and that whatever has gone on this year for you, that this too shall pass, and it's a new year and new great things can happen. And I just wish you all the very, very best. And I look forward to seeing you and helping you in any way I can in the year to come. Thank you.